I'm sorry.
Girl.
No, I said that girl.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Okay. Well, just go ahead.
Put that in.
Allie?
Yeah.
Allie, I'm Michelle Gardner from the Daily Bulletin, so I covered.
Here's Allie.
I'm sorry, Kylie.
Okay, I was like,
I'm sorry, Kylie. Did you go to Upland High School?
yes, I did.
You did. Okay, so you know about Laverne.
Yes.
And I don't know if you thought about going there or whatever. But what is it like playing against them? Is it just another team, or is it a team that you knew about kind of growing up since you were from nearby?
I had known about Verne because one of my assistant coaches from club had gone there, but it had never been more than that to me, really. I actually had no intentions of playing volleyball in college until 2 years ago. So,
What changed that?
my old club coach Kurt and good old Coach Kelly here sort of, I wouldn't say forced it on me, but encouraged me and then held me prisoner until I enjoyed it.
Held me prisoner.
All right, Coach, kind of your classic heavyweight bout tonight. Talk a little bit about the slugfest that this game was.
Absolutely. I'd like to talk about the seniors from Laverne first. Those kids have been through a tremendous amount of adversity and stuck with the program when it probably wasn't very easy to stick with the program, and played out of their minds tonight. I thought Laverne played as good as anybody that we've ever seen, and really well coached. Jenna's doing a great job there, and her assistants are great. But I'm obviously very proud of my kids for stepping up to the plate. And you know, we put "Believe" on the back of our shirts every year, and it's not just a word for us, it's a total mantra, and for all the girls that have played here before, and for all the girls that will play here in the future.
Go ahead.
The old saying, it's hard to be the team 3 times and whatnot, and yet, you know, I don't know if it's easier or harder to play one of your fellow SCIAC members at this level when you get to this big a match. Do you think it's easier, or do you think it's harder?
Harder, absolutely. I mean, we're not going to do anything that they don't know we're going to do. So it's pretty much, you know, being able to reduce the unforced errors. But you know, I've been telling the kids in the last 3 or 4 weeks that we're just trying to get better every day, and I think that some teams just kind of tap out and cap once they get to the playoffs, and we're trying to do some new things offensively and defensively, and you know, we've talked about that since the first day of practice. We're just going to try to keep progressing. We have so many young kids that I just, you know, think the potential is there for us to get better and better.
And then, Allie, kind of what Coach Roselle was saying is, obviously, you guys have played each other now 3 times. There wasn't going to be a whole lot of surprises, but you guys still excelled offensively. Was it some little wrinkle you guys did, or did you kind of just say, okay, it's us versus you guys, talent and execution versus talent and execution?
I think it was just kind of like we wanted it so badly, so we were able to do things maybe like better than we had previously. I don't know, I think it was just kind of like trying to do different shots, and like we did kind of know their defense more since we played them so like twice already. So I think it's just kind of executing like what we knew we could do.
Kylie, can you talk about that 4th set? You guys were down big, and you kept your composure, came back, and then you had match points, you let them slip. What was the mindset out there? I mean, how did you guys kind of keep so composed and not get too emotionally, you know, frustrated in that 4th set?
Well, I think my job as captain on the court is to make sure that we are focusing on the next point when we do make a mistake, and realizing that there's a lot of game left to play, and that if we apply ourselves and focus on doing it point by point, that it's going to happen.
Kind of to backtrack, it seemed like you guys got over the hill finally in that 3rd set defensively. You guys kind of turned the corner, and you could tell with the blocks and then your digs, obviously. You know, what was it that was that change in that 3rd set that kind of boosted you guys to the victory?
I think we were, I wouldn't say nervous, but apprehensive going into the game, knowing that it was worth so much, and we were playing them for the 3rd time, so it's really hard to kind of play a team that many times when you know what they're doing. And I think that it was a lot of just focusing and making sure that we were doing what we knew how to do and focusing on our side rather than what they're doing on their side.
Kelly, when you say best team you ever played, I mean, is that ever? I mean, you were saying they played like the best. Is that, or just this season, when you kind of categorize their play tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're physical. You know, I thought number 6 was, you know, pummeling balls down the line, and we were able to adjust and dig her there at the end. And I thought they made some great defensive plays and have a huge block. We've faced that all year. I mean, everybody's bigger than us. So, you know, I think I just try to keep telling the kids that they're going to get better as the match goes on, you know what I mean? And I thought kind of in that second set, it was like, oh yeah, we forgot that they were going to block us and do all these things, so it was just a slugfest out there, and we knew that. I knew that going in. It's a very dangerous match. Like I said, seniors, leadership, been through so much. They have so much to play for. We've got a huge target on our back. We had, I thought, a lot of pressure on us. There was no pressure on them. They're just coming in and, going for it. So that was, but that's what we want in the playoffs. I mean, that's all there is to it. You just want to keep attacking those types of teams and getting over each hurdle and getting better and better. So I couldn't be prouder of my kids tonight.
And whoever wants to say just kind of tomorrow's match, if you just any thoughts on that and kind of what,
I'll take it. Puget, big team, blocks, really great, very physical. Again, Mark is a fantastic coach. And I know that, they were able to watch us tonight, and they've been resting for 3 or 4 hours, and we have to turn around and play at noon. But I'm pretty hard on these kids and expect them to be in really good condition. So we've trained for this all year long. I mean, I can look at both these kids and go Thornhill, Brim Beach, and all the stuff that we do, and all the running, and the early practices and stuff like that. So we'll be ready.
Got anything else? Good. Thank you guys very much.